Good evening, folks. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to discuss tonight black bullshit, lives matter nonsense. Let's talk about George Floyd, okay? Listen, nobody agrees with the way it went down. Me being a retired police officer, I don't agree with it either. Let's do a little backstory on Mr. Floyd. He's been arrested, I think it was 8 times since 97 to 07. He got arrested 97, 98 twice, 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, and 07. So most of it was drugs, trespass, intent to sell. 07 was the big one, was the armed robbery with a gun, home invasion. So it's a first degree felony. He doesn't get charged until 09, 2 years later, which I don't understand why it takes so long. And he gets 5 years in jail. 5 years on his 9th crime. I'm not sure if the other 8 were felonies or just misdemeanors, but he was arrested 9 times in a matter of 10 years. From 97 to 07, arrested 9 times in 10 years. So it's pretty much once a year, right? So he gets, he goes to jail for an armed robbery, home invasion, which should be 10, 15, 20 years, right? Maybe he gets out early because he is black. Who knows, right? In 04, he has a baby. I mean, in 2014, he has a baby when he gets out of jail. Pretty much, don't waste no time. Your life's all screwed up. Let me get somebody pregnant. And what does he do? Moves to Minneapolis, right? Oh, excuse the hand. Sorry about that. Texas to Minneapolis is 1,100 miles away. He's trying to get his life back on track, right? So let me move 1,100 miles away from my daughter. Instead of going to the next state, instead of coming out to Vegas where there's plenty of jobs, or going to Cali, or going someplace within 2 or 3 states away, he goes all the way north, all the way to the top, 1,100 miles away. It's pretty much driving from Florida to New York, right? Pretty much the same distance. That's where he goes to find a new job and get his life back on track and leave his newborn baby at home. But his girlfriend, she loves him and the kids love him and he's a great dad, right? And his 6-year-old daughter says she misses daddy. She hasn't seen him. He's been in Minneapolis since 2014, 6 years. She's 6 years old. Listen, you feel bad for the girl. She has no say in the matter. She was born. She didn't ask to be born. I understand. She gets full scholarships, whatever. Okay, that's fine. But let's stop the nonsense with the Black Lives Matter. That's what it is. It's not Black Lives Matter. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like I said, no one agrees with what happened to, the way it happened to him. But he wasn't a good guy. He was a piece of shit. He wasn't getting his life back, turning his life back. He's 46 years old. He had 9 arrests. And he's 1,100 miles away from his family. He's got 5 kids. I think he has 2 or 3 wives or ex-girlfriends. And he was nowhere near his children. His kids were nowhere to be found, and he was thousands of miles away from him. They were all in Texas. He goes to Minneapolis. I mean, what does that tell you? So let's stop. I mean, everybody is backing this bullshit. I mean, JetBlue is asking you. You could give your points. You could give your points to, you know, NAACP. You could give. What else was there? All these other companies just coming out. With the Ritz crackers, they're doing something with it. All these different companies are backing it up, right? They're all selling out. Now, sports has sold out to it. We have to be told as grown adults that a certain race, life matters. Listen, it's the judge's fault. The judges shouldn't let these pieces of shit out walk the streets. What happens is, this happens all the time. This is what's systematic. Is that they go through the system 1,000 times. They get arrested, released. They come across the cop one bad time, and it's over, and now it's all on the cop. It's like I said, anybody watches the video, it's a little bothersome, right? Whatever the case may be. He was resisting, and if you watch the video, if anybody who watches this video, please look for the one when they had him handcuffed. It's a security camera video. It's a fact. They had him handcuffed. They had him against the wall before he got in the car. When he crouches down, they tell him to sit down. His left hand, he drops a bag of drugs while he's cuffed. He's handcuffed He has drugs in his left hand, and he drops the packet. Look at the video. It's a security camera video. Watch it. It's before, obviously, this big event happened when he got the knee on the neck, right? Watch that video. Now, we know as cops, anytime that he's claustrophobic. He's been arrested 8, 9 times. He's been in the back of a police car 9 times. He should be used to it, right? Anytime someone struggles or gives you a hard time in the beginning, it's usually because they have something to hide. He wanted to get rid of the drugs because he didn't want to drop it in the car because it's find it in the car, right? So let's stop this bullshit. And all these companies is giving away money and giving away this and donating to this. No one gave a fuck when the 5 Dallas cops were shot and killed and gunned down. Oh, it's a job. It's a job. Yeah, shame on everybody that's back in this movement. Shame on you. This is a disgrace. Everyone knows that everyone's life matters. Everyone knows that. But these